Okay, here we were doing 3.3 squared, which is 10.98. Not my best work. Honestly, okay, I think maybe a better estimate would have been 3.4, 3.45. 3.4 is better. My calculator. 3.4 squared. Yeah, not bad. Last one. Okay, so 4.4 squared. Let's see. Oh, I keep putting my calculator away. 3.4 squared. 11. Wait. 4.4 squared. 19.36. Not bad ultimately. Okay, so now this is asking which two consecutive whole numbers right after each other. This is a word that got a few people tripped up before, so really good math word to know, consecutive. So numbers that come right after each other. Which two consecutive whole numbers right after each other does the square root of 8 lie between? So we know that the square root of 4 equals 2. We know that the square root of 9 equals 3. So since 8 is between 4 and 9, we know that the two consecutive numbers that it lies between is 2 and 3. So we can look here as well. The square root of 4, square root of 9. The square root of 8 would be about there, right? So we can see that it's going to lie between 2 and 3, but closer to 3. What two consecutive whole numbers right after each other does the square root of 28 lie between? So if we look at this number line, it's going to be above that. We know that the square root of 25 equals 5. You can draw two lines if you'd like, if that's helpful. So we can do here 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be 25, 36, 49, 64. And the square root of 36 equals 6. Since 28 is between 25 and 36, about there, it's going to be between 5 and 6. So between 5 and 6. Actually, the first questions on the practice sheet are basically this. So now let's look. Is the following number line section correct? So is the square root of 133 approximately here? So how can we figure that out? I think what we can do is think to ourselves, okay, what is 11 squared? That's going to be 121. And what's 12 squared? That's going to be 144. So is the square root of 133 approximately there? Okay, so there's about 23 in between these two. If we added 12, we would be at 133. So it's pretty close. Yeah, a little bit above half. I think that's a pretty good estimate. So I would say, yes, this is a good estimate. Okay, it's at least kind of between the two that it should be between. What about this one? Is the following number line section correct? So the square root of 160. Okay, so we know that 12 is the same as the square root of 144. We know that 13 is 13 squared is 169, or the square root of 169 is 13. 14 squared is 196. So is this a good place to put 160? No, has it above 169. A better prediction would maybe be kind of the same bit from the 13, but on the other side. So maybe this is a better prediction. So no, this is not an accurate estimate. Last question, which is greater, 8 or the square root of 60? It's Pretty good question. What is the first thing I would ask myself? What is the square root of 64? So what number multiplied by itself gives you 64? I know that that's 8. So I'm going to say, which is greater, 8 or the square root of 60? 60? Well, 60 is less than 64, so 8 is greater. Okay, you can put that in your calculator if you'd like to check. So you can go 60 square root. You find that it's 7.745966692, etc., etc., etc. Okay, there you go, folks. The assignment for this one, we'll do the practice sheet, then we'll do some textbook questions, and we'll get ready for our first quiz. Don't worry, you're going to do great. Okay, bye.